Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Maybe next year for this segment, we'll have like poppers and confetti and sparklers, all the excitement. Yeah. New Year, new you.
So dumb.
Show everybody your glasses. Guys, this is what we're working with now. Check it out.
I'm just saying, I feel like reading a story.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Take the glasses off, put the book back. Here we go. So today I want to talk about two things. One, last week on our video, we had an awesome conversation and it revolved around validation.
Yeah.
Self-validation. So today I want to congratulate you. If you haven't heard, they announced USA Today's bestseller list on Christmas morning, and Chad is a national best-selling author. Crazy. So exciting. Like, what a gift. What a Christmas gift.
It was awesome to wake up to. Actually, my wife woke up first, and I was upstairs sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up and I walked outside my bedroom door, and she was outside the bedroom door, like jumping up and down, but quietly, like jumping up and down. Imagine jumping up and down quietly, right? Screaming, right?
Yeah.
Without making a sound, crying. I thought she was having a stroke. I didn't know what she was doing. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's like, and she couldn't speak, and because she was trying not to wake the kids up. And then I realized what was happening.
So let's talk about that. Really quick, bring it back to last week. How did that feel? Like, what kind of validation did that give you? Did it change your perspective?
Look, I want to move these videos back to like tactical lessons and not make it about the book or me. But I will say that I was really struck with that moment because I didn't know if I was happy. I didn't know if I was relieved or I was happy. What I mean by that, I had put so much pressure on myself and so much expectations. I'd built these expectations. William Shakespeare said, expectations are at the root of all heartache. That every time you're upset, every time you're frustrated, every time you're mad, it's because an expectation wasn't met. And so, I walk out of the room and I make the list, and my wife was really happy. She was really happy for me. She's really proud of me. I don't know if I was happy or I was just relieved.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had built so much expectations on this book and what this book was going to do, and I put so much of my time and my sweat and my energy into this book over the last 3 years, and I've been wrestling with that ever since. I think I can say I'm happy. I'm happy that I created something that people found valuable. But in that moment, I think I was more relieved. I think I was more relieved that the expectations and me betting on myself, financially betting on myself, time betting on myself, the thought of putting myself out there, I was relieved that it turned out how I wanted it to turn out and what I expected it to turn out, and which is really I've struggled with since then. Like, was I supposed to feel just pure happiness and pure bliss and no relief? Or, like, I can't make sense of it, to be honest with you. And so I think now it's about leaning into it. I think now it's about leaning into it, just being really happy and proud of myself that I did something, made a difference and made an effect in people's lives, and now it's about how to build on it and how to grow it and use this as a tool to contribute to the well-being of every human being that I interact with, which is what my faith tells me I'm here to do. And then I ask myself, what's next? What's next? And I don't mean achievement-wise, like, all right, so who do I need to become now?
Yeah.
I become an author. I become a best-selling author. I have the number 4 business book in America right now. From a guy who doesn't have a college degree, who only started his company 8 years ago. And so who do I have to evolve to next?
So I love that. And I think honestly, this transitions into my second part of that question, right? So take everything you just said, the emotion behind it, us setting these expectations for ourselves. Let's make this tactical. It's a new year. It's 2025. What can we say to those individuals who, whether they have this really big goal of completing something, right? They did achieve it. They didn't achieve it in 24. You're in the process of evaluating your success or failures throughout this past year. And you're looking at the success or failures you're going to have in 2025. We're goal setting. We're in the process of awareness, of evaluating, right? But like, what is the message we can say to everybody right now watching this video? You talk about self-validation. You talk about these expectations you set for yourself, whether you met them or not, the heartache that they can cause. What is the message you would say to somebody right now who maybe they had a goal of selling 50 homes last year and they didn't meet it? Like maybe they had a goal of running the first marathon. Maybe they had a goal of whatever. What's the message you're saying to people right now as they go into the year fresh, new start? What's that message?
Yeah. I think the question is make peace with the past. Right? The first question is make peace with the past. And the past can either be a anchor or a springboard. And to make sure you're using the past as a springboard, to look at last year and say, okay, what is the reason I didn't achieve it? What stopped me from achieving it? And put it all on you. Don't put it on the circumstance. Put it all on you. Because if I put it on the circumstance, I won't learn from it. So don't put it on the market or interest rates or this or that. Just put it on you. What didn't I do? What didn't I become to get what I wanted last year? And who do I need to become this year? That's the three most important questions when setting goals are, number one, who do I want to become? If you're saying I want to achieve 50 sales, start with who do I want to become? I want to be a better closer. I want to be a better prospector. I want to be a better marketer. I want to be a better. So who do you want to become? And I'm talking, this is just for your career, right? We're segmenting just career. Second question is, what does that look like? What does a better prospector look like? What does a better marketer look like? What does a better closer look like? And this is where you got to get, this is the vision question. This is where you got to get really, really like fill up pages and pages of like what this, man, it looks like somebody who speaks with confidence. It looks like somebody who has a really firm process. It looks like somebody that follows a process. It looks like somebody that wakes up at 5 a.m. and schedules out their day. Like get really granular. You're going to make this picture as clear as possible. Who do I want to become? Vision question number 2, what does it look like? Number 3, what habits do I need to instill to become it? You only become by increasing your habits, by taking new habits and putting them into your comfort zone. That's the only way. So what habits do I need to adopt this year? I need the habit of asking for the sale. I need the habits of calling 10 realtors a day. I need the habit of whatever. What are the habits? 3 questions. Who do I want to become? What does it look like? What habits do I need to become that? Then you need a scorecard. You need something to keep score. If you can't measure it, you can't become it. And so what I need, I'm gonna create a scorecard, and when I do the behaviors, I'm gonna check the box. I'm gonna check, I have Jesse's big ass calendar in my office, and that's my scorecard. I'm going to write down when I do the behaviors, when I don't do the behaviors. Everything's going to become data driven. Because I need to do this. I need to do this enough times until it becomes a habit. And so, what habits are you going to add into your repertoire in 2025? And then last is have somebody that you can hold you accountable. Call somebody, get a friend, call your sales coach. Like, this is where people misuse their sales managers, sales coaches. They want to talk to them about stuff that doesn't matter. No, talk to me about things I want to achieve and help. Can you help me hold me accountable? Can you help hold me accountable? If you're not willing to hold me accountable, I don't need you. I need people that are going to be willing to coach me and hold me accountable to what I want to achieve and who I want to become this year. And then just start. Make peace with the past. Make peace with the past. Set a plan up to be strategic. Unfortunately, people are going to spend more time planning their vacations than they do planning who they want to become. And this year, if you want to hit your goals, you have a higher probability when you become the person who hits the goal, not just trying to hit a goal.